What's up everyone, Darcblade here with a quick information video regarding this week's limited bounties and event quests in Monster Hunter Wilds. This is for the week starting the 16th of April 2025 and applies to all systems that Monster Hunter Wilds is available on. Now, in all honesty, this week is a little bit of a quiet week, but that is understandable considering that next week we will be getting the spring event. Of course, when it comes around, I'll bring you a dedicated video on what the event is all about, the event quests we have for it, the daily limited bounties I assume we're getting, and more. But let's go back to talk about this week. Well, first of all are the limited bounties. These can be obtained by talking to the support desk Palico or found in your inventory. But what do we have this week? Well, first of all is to complete 5 quests ranked 1 star or higher. So this is completing any quest. Complete 5 of them and you'll get some armor spheres. Next up is to complete 3 quests in the basin. Again, this can be done at any rank, and for doing so, you'll get a silver melding ticket and some armor sphere plus. Next up is to hunt 3 large high rank flying wyverns. Flying wyverns are monsters like Rathian and Rathalos, Raydal, so on and so forth. And for taking 3 of them down, you'll get a silver relic ticket and some advanced armor spheres. Next up is to hunt 3 tempered monsters ranked 5 star or higher. And for doing so, you'll get some orichalcite and some hard armor spheres. And then finally is to complete all of this week's other limited bounties, and for doing so you'll get a heavy armor sphere and some pick a meal vouchers. These can be used at the canteen to give you and your hunting party in the Grand Hub a free meal. But what about the arena limited bounties? Well, I was surprised these are not actually weekly. They seem to be seasonal from what I can tell, as they have not been updated, at least for me. This may change in the future, but at the moment they haven't been updated, so remain the same as they were last week. So these are all the limited bounties we have this week. Let's move on to the next section where we talk about the event quests. Now remember, event quests rotate in and out each week, so we don't have access to every event quest unless there is a special seasonal event going on, as will be the case starting next reset. But this week we have the following. First up is Tongue-Tied, a 5-star high rank quest that requires hunters to take on a tempered Chatacabra in the Windward Plain. Nothing too special about the monster, but for completing this quest you can get quite a few hard armor spheres and advanced armor spheres, useful for upgrading your armor. The next event quest is When Do Chemetries Sing, a quest that was introduced last week and we still have it this week. This is a 4-star high rank quest that requires players to take on a Chemetries in the Windward Plains. And for completing this quest you'll get Amstridian tickets that can be used at the blacksmith to create the head armor based off of the endemic life. Finally, as for the challenge quests, which are basically like arena event quests, we still have access to Deshagma of the Hollow, a 5-star high rank quest that has players taking on a Deshagma in the Wounded Hollow. For taking part in this quest, as well as getting certain times and ranks, you can be rewarded with pendants, although these pendants will be distributed at a later date. There is a little bit of discourse surrounding this challenge quest, as well as how Capcom are handling challenge quests in general, as the top rewards only go to a very small select few players, which I don't really agree with. And on top of that, it's causing a lot more cheaters to appear in the leaderboards when it comes to the arena, which is a shame. I personally would have been happy with rewards being tied to the A, B and C ranks, as this competitive and FOMO nature of missing out on the highest tier pendant is coming off a little toxic. But that's just my thought. I would actually love to hear what you think about the current situation with the challenge quest. So please leave a comment down below. And until next time, I've been Darcblade, bringing you this week's event quests and limited bounties in Monster Hunter Wilds. Hope you enjoyed the video, thanks for watching, subscribe and like for more.